This is the live Copart auction where anything can happen. Did I score a deal or walk away empty-handed? Let's jump in and find out. This is Jesse from Rex to Rides. We're going to go over some cars. I'm going to actually add some cars to my watch list for the live. Today is January 24th, 2025. And we are having a live auction in, I believe, Spokane. Could be Tri-Cities area. Pasco. So it is Tri-Cities area. I am going to just see it's not available. We still have 26 minutes to go before it starts, but I wanted to look at all the vehicles before, and we can put them in the list. So like the Kia Soul 2010, it's got 101,000 miles on it, runs and drives, bill of sale. It could be worth looking at. It's at $350 right now. It's a top engine bay damage. It doesn't look to be severe because it's not caved in right in this area. It looks like it hit something and rumpled it from at the top there. Headlights are still intact. Anything like that. Car's clean. Someone's detailed it, but obviously they haven't gotten to a full-blown job, but they've actually detailed it, got ready for sale. Anyway, nice coloring scheme. Looks like the radiator support was mildly touched, not heavily touched, so that can be just pulled out, and it's classified as an NPV, multi-purpose vehicle. So it's got a 1.5 liter engine in it. Current bid is $5,400 on that one. Oh, wait. Sorry. It's the Kia Soul. Estimated retail value is $6,400. Let's go ahead and plug that into bumper real quick here. I've been learning about some other ones that are supposed to tell you if they've ever been branded or auctioned before, which I will probably bring out next week. The only reason why I use Bumper is because of the fact that I have a subscription, and Bumper allows me to do pretty much as many runs as I want. So it's saying 7,600 here. No accidents, one owner. That's good. Detailed history. Not sure who Ride Safely is, but let's go ahead and take a look here. Looks like it's an insurance company. No, it's an auction. So Ride Safely is just another way of purchasing the vehicle. Ride Safely is a broker. They just listed it, and it's actually at Copart, and they're doing it as a broker, much like eBay's, or not eBay's, Copart's. Like Copart's Auto Bidmaster is a broker. They actually display everything that Copart is selling on their website, and when they're doing that, it allows them to go straight through and do a bypass to Copart and do a proxy bid via Auto Bidmaster. So I'm assuming Ride Safely is doing the same thing. Okay, so that car looks to be pretty good. It's kind of worth, if for the right price, if you can get it for under, let's say $750. What we're looking at there is pretty much I don't think the bumper cover, it's just the upper grille. Let's double check on this damage. Looks to be some damage right here too. That could be rubbed out. Yeah, that's just buffed out. Let's see if any of the fenders need it. Fenders are good on that side. So, I mean, there's definitely some nicks and cuts on the bumper cover, but for the most part, the bumper cover is sitting good, so you're going to have to replace the hood, which is, I'm imagining, $350 for the hood. There's a small dent right back there. Probably take that out. Clean. I mean, you can go a little extra and detail it, clean it up a little bit. I would just pull this out. Just heat it up, pull it out. Everything looks to be good there. So, yeah, not a big deal. There's a little crack here, but that can just be glued together. And honestly, I don't think the grill is in bad condition either. Maybe right there. That's cracked right there. But that could be taken care of. Also, the bumper cover is got a little gouge right there and right here. those can all be fixed. I mean, honestly, if you're going to resell the car, sell it for $4,000, get it for like $750. You're out the door, $1,400. Flip it over for $4,000. You're in the money for profit of $2,500, give or take. So that one's just added to the list. We're on the watch. So that's the second one actually in the for the day. And there's a Scion XB. It's basically the same category. Another bill of sale, 299,000 actual miles. Wow. Yeah, we can just kind of skim by that one. Not interested. It's a Hyundai Genesis. Let's see here. What do we got here? Bill of sale, rear end damage. See how bad that damage is. Let's go ahead and enhance that photo. I don't see the bow here. No bowing in there. And I'm betting this was actually done with the forks and the forklift. Damage is back here in this edge, and it cracked over here, so it cracked this piece. It looks to be clean on this side. Pretty nice looking car. Somebody was actually taking care of it. They weren't ratting it out. Yeah, it definitely got hit right here.
High participation in the lane.
I don't know why it said that, because the auction isn't starting for another 18 minutes. So yeah, this is, I mean, you're going to need a new deck lid. And I'm assuming there's some damage in to push it up like that. So you're going to need to pull it up. So that's just some significant damage there. So it says that the car is worth $11,000. I kind of doubt, I mean, it's possible that it's worth $11,000, but the reality is that kind of damage, you're talking $3,000 probably to repair that damage yourself. We're not talking about taking this and having it done. Okay, so Bumper is saying it's 12.2. I like the car. Nice looking car. Let's take a look on the inside. Yeah, so the inside actually matches the outside. Someone literally took care of it. It was a 2015. It's 10 years old now. But somebody took care of this car. They actually took care of the leather. They actually put the creams on it and stuff like that. Did what it took to actually keep those leathers in good condition. I like the interior, clock, all that fun stuff. Nice infotainment center. Good positioning, by the way. It matters where that infotainment is. Having DoorDashed, it really matters on where the infotainment center is. If it's down here, it kind of sucks when you're DoorDashing because you're trying to figure out where everything's at. It's nicer if you can put your phone and everything just up here, and your infotainment is up here also. So that's pretty nice. Let's see here. Can't really tell what the controls are, so I'm assuming it has all the bells and whistles, lane keep and assist, and things like that. So yeah, good looking car. $11,000, but you're talking about $3,000. It's already at $2,200 right now. If it goes up to $5,000 and you get $2,200, there's no profit left in it. I mean, it's the bone is dead. Yeah, I'm imagining this one's going to go up to $5,000, especially with the pure sell. So no one to argue with you on it. $5,000, $3,000 in repairs. Maybe not $3,000. Maybe I'm overestimating here. Definitely needs a bumper cover, and then it needs to be pulled out. That exhaust has got to get fixed, so that's another $500 right there. Deck lid, I'm going to say about $600 for that deck lid. And then you got paint. You got $200 in paint. Probably could be more. My Subaru Legacy, the paint for it was $300 for just 2 quarts of paint, and it was because it had 2 layers. It had the regular base coat, and then it had the Pro on top of it. So I had to buy both of those for that, and then of course their clear coats. When you buy all 3 of those together, that's expensive. Yeah, that's a nice Genesis. I'd actually consider that. It's rear-wheel drive though, so not where I live. Yeah, I still don't think there's any meat on the bone left on that one. If you bought it at $5,000, you did at least $2,000 in repairs. $7,000. Because it's going to be a salvage title, there's no way you're going to sell it for 11.8 or 12. I think that's what bumper had, 12.2. Yeah, 12.2. You're going to sell it for maybe 10, and that's really pushing it. So the return on investment is going to be 3,000 at best. This is a 2011 Sonata. I'm assuming this one's been there for a while. It needs a new bumper cover. Let's take a look here. New bumper. Wow, this one just needs everything along that side. So it need a new bumper cover, headlight, fender, door, and then the back panel, quarter panel is messed up, and the rear bumper cover. That's unfortunate. Wow. I mean, if you're going to mess something up, mess it up good. That's exactly what they did here. Obviously not interested, but I appreciate how they really messed it up. Oh, it was a rollover. Oh, no, it says, I'm sorry, all over. Yeah, they messed it up good. Ford F-250 Super Duty. Let's see if this is four-wheel drive. If it's four-wheel drive, you've got estimated value there, 39,000. Let's check to see how accurate that is. Jump that into bumper real quick, so we're running out of time. And really, we don't have to look at everything that we're not interested in either. Smart Insight generated failed. Okay, it's saying $20,000 market value. It's nowhere near what they're saying it is. This is the reason why you got to look them up, because this is $20,000 over, and current bid is at $14,000. Man, someone's swamped already. There's no way. Just for curiosity, I'm going to go ahead and put this one in and see if we can get Carbid's history. I mean, it does have a lot of aftermarket on it. Actually, I'm not going to say a lot of aftermarket on it. It's just got the bug guard, and it's got a front bumper on it, and it's got nice wheels. But it is the diesel, is the 6.7 liter diesel, so it'll get you where you need to go. Certificate of title, so it looks like a clean title. I'm kind of questioning that. Third one's open. Okay, ownership rebuilt though. So here's it says certificate of ownership rebuilt. So when it says title, certificate of title like that, that's kind of messed up. That's much false advertising. Actually, just looking to see if I can find something that actually had like car driver, maybe Kelly Blue Book or something like that. See if we can get a quick. The reality is you have to watch out for false advertising. Let's just say mark my car value. Put the bin in. Let's chop that. So let's take a look here. Maybe it ran the wrong report. Oh yeah, it did run the wrong report. So because of that last number, it made a big difference. So we're looking at 47,900 here. So it is a rebuilt title. Notice that, and it says 39,000. It's actually $7,000 less than reported, but it's also been in an accident, it looks like, since. So you see the back of the bed right there. It's got damage on it, pretty much all over. Don't know if it has it right here. See if the bunk, or if it kissed the bed or not. The rear door actually has damage on it. Quite a bit of damage, actually. And so it's got a specialized rear bumper. So you've got specialized wheels and tires, front and rear bumpers. Surprised it doesn't have a headache rack on it. It does have retractable. It has retractable steps. I'm gonna go see if we can get inside here. It's just got cloth interior. The bed has been lined. Yeah, nothing special about that truck. It's an F-250 Super Duty. Okay. feel like I wasted my time. Subaru Outback, 59,000 miles, 2016. This is something I would be interested in actually replacing my 2017 Legacy. The reason why is the Outbacks have transmission coolers in them, so they're designed for actually pulling. Someone actually put their winter tires on, so it's got winter wheels on it. It's missing the stock wheels. Let's take a look here. It's hard to tell. Someone pulled out the bumper cover, so you can't tell what's damaged on the inside. That's missing the headlight. Obviously, these hoods are expensive. $500 without paint. They're aluminum hoods. Leather interior. Nice. It's cream colored. Airbags blown on the door. And I believe the pillar or the curtain on the passenger side is definitely blown. I don't see it on the seats. Oh, okay, so the dash is blown right there. So maybe it wasn't the curtains. No, both curtains on both sides are blown, so you're talking $1,000 right there. Just to replace all that. That's interesting. Why is that all up in there? Pine needles and stuff like that. Some cracked up stuff in here, but it doesn't look too bad. The radiator support was definitely pushed backwards. You can see that right there. So it's most likely going to need a radiator at the bare minimum. Might be able to pull this back out again. And this is a $300, $400 headlight. It's a HID, high intensity. They're very expensive. I had to replace one on my car. There's a video of me actually putting a new tab on it because the person who shipped it to me was supposed to have a tab on it. In the pictures it had a tab, and by the time it got to me there was no tab, not even in the box. It hadn't broken off in the box or anything, it just didn't exist. Because eBay seller sent me a light with a broken clip, I had to make my own. It had an old bumper cover and plastic wood. So I had, rather than have him send me a new one or anything like that, I just fashioned a new tab from broken bumper cover. Just cut some off and plastic welded it on, and then cut my hole, and it works just fine.
Auction starting. New bidder.
Okay, I gotta turn off the auction sounds there.
New bidder.
Okay, that Honda is still going. It's $17,000 first one of the day. I'm not really interested in that one, but I am interested in the one that's behind it. I'm saying an estimated retail value on this Subaru Outback is $19,000. That's really high for that, especially considering my Legacy is half that, and it's a year newer. Yeah, see, market value is $13,600. It's not anywhere near what they were saying in 19.7. It's not true. It doesn't line up. Anyway, so if you can get this thing if you can get it for $3,000 and then you put maybe $2,000 into it, you're 5 in, you're going to sell it for $10,000. So you're going to make $5,000 off this. Not a bad deal. I'll put it on the watch list just in case. Let's see where we're at now. We're at the Toyota Scion, so we missed the second one, but we're going to have the Genesis right after this. Didn't have any interest in that Scion. I'm surprised that they're bidding so much right now. Like Guatemala, Washington. They did change the bidding format here, which is interesting. I don't like it. It doesn't look good. I'm not going to put any music to it right now. I would normally put some music in the background, but reality is I would rather the option to put music to it afterwards rather than during. You don't know what the quality is going to sound like, and there's no control over it. Okay, that one went. Now we're at the Genesis, and we'll see what this goes for. Remember, I said there's no meat on the bone if you go over $2,200. They're at $25 now, or actually I said $5,000. But it's going for $2,500 though. Sold $2,500. It's a pure sale, so it sold for that. Nice. So there is meat on the bone on that at that price. Not interested in that Ford. Got a 92 Nissan truck. It's a hard body. It was like first year of that too. 2019 Mercedes. Take a look here. Vandalism. Wow, so it's theft. Keys are there. Runs and drives. So this one probably wasn't nearly as bad when it comes to vandalism. It says the rear end is jacked up. I don't see any problems there. This one I would actually consider purchasing. We'll watch to see what this one goes for. It says $22,000. 2019, it's a C300. 50,000 miles. Problem with those Mercedes, you don't know if it's gunked up, and you don't know if it's just permanently locked out in like valet mode or something like that. You don't know if you have the right key, all kinds of different things. I mean, because if you have a valet key, it can go up to 30 miles per hour, which means it runs, stops, goes to drive in reverse. You don't know. Current bid is at $7,500. It's a pure sell. Makes me upset that they say vandalism, but it's actually theft. Let's see what the F-250 is going for. 14.1, and we said it was 47,000. Oh, yeah, nice. Let's see what this Mercedes goes for. I didn't see any repairs to be done there, so there's probably some hidden repairs. Could be up to $5,000. So you're looking at $1,300 if you sell it for $18,000. That's a $7,000 profit, $6,000 profit, $5,000 profit. Going down. 9,200. You're looking at 1,100 out the door. That's a big risk there. Yeah, this one's not interested in this one. A lot of people like the CX-5s. CX-5, 101,000 miles on it. It's 14.8. Nice thing about these is they're not super expensive. They're easy and affordable. They're decent all-wheel drive. I think they get decent gas mileage. We'll look at their 30 miles to the gallon on the highway. 24 city maybe highway. Usually has stocked with a lot of bells and whistles. Current bid 5,800. 14. What's the damage like? It says rear end. Well, there's not much damage on the rear end. Some scuffs right there. Yeah, you can rub that out pretty much. Looks like there's a fairing underneath there. You can repair that really easy. Replace it. Put it on the watch list. That Ford Ranger is going. I don't care about the Ford Ranger because it looks like it was a rollover anyway. Turn drag, actually. What's the damage? It doesn't say. It's a pure sale. 11.4. It says it's 49,000. Yeah, screw that. I do not like the prices that car companies have jacked the car prices up to. And the Subaru Outback, is that the one that we were already looking at? Yeah, that's the one we're looking at. Don't like Impalas. It's just so generic and they're everywhere. I guess so are Subarus, but Ford Taurus SEL. That's a lot of miles though. So front wheel drive, 2001 Legacy, 2019 Tacoma, 8,400 on approval, 72,000 miles. This one is, what, 6 years old? 5 years old? 6 years old now. 72,000, so it's just over like 11,000 miles per year. Estimated retail 32,000. That's not super bad. It's actually a pretty decent price considering what all the other cars are at. Current bid is 8,400 and it says on approval. So honestly, you're probably not going to get it for much less than 32. Let's see what the damage is. This front end and rear end and top end. This was a rollover. And it says front end on it. I mean, look at that. If nothing, it was laid over on its side. Right here. I mean, you can't deny that it had at least side damage, but it looks like it was laid over on its side. I don't know why they lie about the damage. I'm not interested. That CX5 is up right now, 5,900. Pure sell. Someone outbid him, 66,000, 6,000. If you get it for 6, and there's minor damage to it, yeah, that's a lot of meat on that one. Here's our Subaru Outback, 2,000. Yeah, 2,000 was kind of high for that one. Mine, I got it for $1,000 for 2017. Pretty much the same damage. Chevy Impala, Ford Explorer. It's worth looking at. It's got some high mileage. Their transmissions, either they needed work at this mileage or they didn't need work and they would drive 250, 300,000 miles. But it's always at 150 or it goes all the way. 3.5 liter V6, which means it's got the turbo in it. It's all four-wheel drive. So this is all-wheel drive. I don't know why it says four-wheel drive on it, or selectable all-wheel drive, because it's front-wheel drive. Is it rear end? Yeah, that's pretty minor. So if you were to get it for, so it says estimated 8,500. That's kind of a little too high because you're already looking at like a $3,000 price tag out the door, and if you have to do like, it looks like $1,000 with the, repairs. So yeah, you're looking at 4,000 right there. You're not going to sell it for the full 8, so you're going to sell it for maybe 7. So $3,000 in profit, maybe. That 8,500 though, that seems pretty low for that for 2015. Let's go ahead and take a look here. We got a minute. Make sure that was the right one. Oh, 7,400. So yeah, they're off. So this is going to be, you're going to sell for like 6. So your $3,000 profit just went to, and it's up for bid right now. Yeah, look at 3,500 out the door right now. Yeah, no, not worth it. And expeditions, they're always kind of, they sell for low value, but it's like people always want these things. It was gouged pretty good, but it's going to need a bumper cover, upper grille, lower grille. Fog lights are in good condition, and then this lower bumper is good also. So it's just the upper bumper cover, maybe the fender. Yeah, it's going to need a fender. Nice wheels. So that's going to need a repaint right here on the back, and that's because of poor paint. That was a Ford thing with the Expeditions. It's got aluminum back tailgate, so they didn't go through all the steps. See where we're at. Got two away. Pretty clean otherwise. Third row seating. Yeah, everything's intact. Just need a headlight. And, like I said, upper cover, upper grille, back in business. So about $700. Oh, and the fender, so 800. So 800 on top of the pure sale of what? Probably about 8, but you're talking to walk out the door, you're looking at 1,500, 2,200, and if you're going to sell it for maybe $3,000. What is this at? 700? Well, this is a H6 3.0. It's got rear suspension damage. I bet this just goes for 125. 288,000 miles. Let's see what this Infiniti is. It's a 2011 G25. 129,000 miles. Of course, it's all-wheel drive. It's the G series. Runs and drives. Front bumper cover. Front fender, front tail or headlight. Front grille, lower grille. The bumper is there and intact. It looks like. Yeah, so it's a G25X. Estimated value 8,000. It does have some low miles on it, I gotta give it that. And it also has the better transmission in it versus the Nissan variants, Ultima. Yeah, so it's 8,600, so they're on the mark there. Build sheet, I don't know what to, let's see what it looks like on the inside. It's the old school stuff. This was way ahead of its time right here. Kind of, because actually I had a 2008 Subaru or Nissan Murano that had that same system right there in the front. So kind of a little dated. Actually, kind of a lot dated for that year. Oh. I don't think that's turbo. Horsepower highway is 27. Let's see here. Horsepower should be right here. 218 horsepower. That's definitely not turbo. 187 torque. It's a nice little car, but all-wheel drive and the same. So it's got the grills with it. So that's the upper and lower grills. So you need the cover. So going by that, this is the pure sale. If you get it for $1,000, and so you're looking at $1,700 out the door, and you put another $1,000 into it, $2,700, and you sell it for $6,000. So you got $3,500 roughly in profit. You can bookmark that one. You know, someone bumped it up again, $650 already. They're still working on that Tacoma. So 11.8 now. Nope, and it sold 11.8. It's not all of them. I totally skipped over this one. It's pretty heavily damaged. Tomorrow. He just messaged me actually. Huh? Oh, he totally haggled me, but I stuck to it. I told him I fully expect him to do. I told him I totally expect him to do it again when he arrives here. 2014 Chevy. Okay, 2014 Chevrolet Traverse, 191,000 miles. Nope. Ford Expedition, Audi. Oh, that's an Eddie Bauer edition. So let's say what I said here. $5,700 though. You know, you have to get it for a really low price. Tennessee's got it for $570. Oh, we got $600. So you're still sitting at like $1,200 out the door, and there's $1,000 in repairs, $2,200. You sell it for $500. $675. You get $700. Washington, $1,300 out the door. Okay, now we're at $1,500 out the door. I do not know what happened there. Is someone now bidding? I don't know if we're bidding on a different vehicle or not. I'll try the camera for a second. Something happened there, and there was a glitch. That's happened to me before, and I've lost the sale because of that. Oh, here's what this camera's going to sell for. I didn't see this flatbed, but it's not a dually. Don't know that I would want a stake bed. It's not a dually like that. That would be a possibility to put way too much weight on the back end of that thing. It's got two grills to it, multiple radiators. Looks like they were working on it, putting it back together, and decided to scrap it.
Your watch item is next on the block.
I don't think my watch item. Oh, there you go. The Infinity G5. Here's though. It's not bad. 15 passengers. Pretty bad damage right there. It was just dragged. See what this thing goes for. 725. I would look at $1,000. Anything under $1,000, you're going to make some profit on this time. 925 now. This guy is 925. Like I said, anything under $1,000, you're going to make some profit. Sold. 925. Nice. Volkswagen Golf. I'm not interested. Nissan Altima. Pretty sure I'm not interested. Bad transmission issues, which is the reason why it's pure sale and selling for $475. 225,000 miles on Ford Focus, 107,000 miles. These go for $250. Kind of amazing actually. Runs and drives. Probably undercarriage damage, what it looks like. Front end undercarriage is the secondary. 475, $7,000 value. You're looking at $1,100 out the door right now. We're about $300-400 in repairs. If the engine's good, it's 107,000 miles. It should be good. Unless someone just took the oil out and drove it. 825 bonus time. Looking at $1,600 out the door. $300, so $1,900, and you're going to sell it for $5,000, so $3,000 profit. Good flip too. Honda Fit, yeah, no thank you. Not even interested. The slightest. You got a Ford Explorer coming up, 43,000 miles. Take a look at it real quick here. Bumper cover, tail lights, maybe a tailgate. That's So you're looking at 35,000. We can get it for 15. Good. maybe 16. Got $3,000 worth of work probably. For 16, you got 19. You're going to sell it for roughly 30. And the hard part about that one is someone has to actually get a loan for that. So selling a vehicle like that for 30, it's going to be tough. Now, it's not as hard as getting like vehicle financing from a lot, because people go to their bank and just finance it directly. So it's easier that way. $3,250 on that Honda Fit. It says $14,000. Probably is not as bad as it looks. It's not fenders. No, there's radiator supports gone though. That's sweet. Headlight. Front bumper cover. Probably grills. $2,000 damage.
Approaching minimum bid.
So let's see this one here. The Explorer. What I said 16 on this one. So we're at 13.5 right now. And remember, I said it was going to sell for. If you sold it for $3,000, you would still be into it. If you had $19,000 into this car, you sold it for $30,000. It's still $11,000 profit. Not a bad return. 13.9 right now. Yeah, 14. Remember, I slapped it. The first time I slapped it was $15,000 on the sale. It's a pure sale, so it actually might go more than that. I'd be surprised. It's a 14.1 right now. Got it, 14.1 I think. Yep, 14.1. This is a Mazda 5. I actually kind of like these. They're like a kind of like a station wagon van kind of vehicle. Just funky. It's a 225 right now. A lot of rear end damage though. You're gonna need a whole new deck lid. These deck lids, I imagine, are probably hard to find, and they don't make them anymore. There's no value in that car anyway. Be fun to drive around them. He's out the door, $700. Got a Ford Escape SE coming up. Not a hybrid. It's taking its time. Four-wheel drive. Runs and drives. No major damage to it. It's hood. Lower grille. It looks like one side grille. 1850 is kind of steep for that though. 1900 now. Maybe out the door 3,000, and you got $1,000 in repairs, maybe 4,000. You're going to sell it for less than 10, 9. Still $5,000 in profit there. Kia Rio, pass. I mean, I'm sure that there's probably value there. 650. Is this accurate? Oh, 2024 MDX pure sell. How bad is it? It's pretty bad. $51,000 vehicle. I mean, anything can be fixed for the right price, though. And honestly, at $51,000, you're going to sell this thing for $40,000 with a wrecked title on it, or a salvage title. So, $40,000, you've got a pretty big room there for repairs. So if you get this thing for under 15 and you do, I don't know, $8,000 in repairs, that's 23, and you sold it for 40, you're looking at a $17,000 return. 14.5, 14.6. I'm looking at 15,000 at least at minimum, because I mean it's a pure sell. It doesn't say. It does say run and drive, and it's only got 3,600 miles on it. Come on now. 2024 MDX. It's accurate, so it's not like it's lowbrow. I'm thinking 15.5. It keeps going into this, going. Someone's out at 13, but there's probably 2 or 3 more bidders probably on it. There's 2 at least bidding in California alone, and another one in Idaho here. So there's a few people bidding on it still. They haven't hit their price cap, and I'm betting their price cap is probably around 16, 17. Could be wrong. 13.4, really? Yeah, he got it. 13.5, Idaho. I can't believe that they would be trying to get it for so little, and they'd drop out that early. Wow, 13.6. Ouch, this one's rough. It's cross-track. It's like every body panel is like messed up on that side. Still, again, like I said, for the right money. I mean, 24,000, so 2022. If you got it for 6, This is on reserve. If you got it for 6, put 4,000 into it. Maybe let's go with $5,000. 6 to 5,000, you got 11,000, and you sold it for 20. That's a $9,000 profit. So under 6, he's at 4,700 now. Oh, wait a minute, you got to figure fees in there though. So out the door, you're at 67 right now. 67 with 5. They're going to hit a hard limit probably at $5 grand right here, I think. Utah and Ukraine are battling out. Next one, so Utah's going to get it at 5. Yep, there's 5. Let's see if he has a hard limit at 5. Yeah, Ukraine was a hard limit at 5. Sold on approval. The guys they're probably going to try to get 8,000 for him, and they're not going to get it. They're doing no sell on that one. $2,000. Another Kia Soul here. It's 104,000 miles. It's on reserve though. Definitely need the fender, bumper cover, upper and lower grills, and then the side grills. I think that's the one that has the side grills on it with the. It's okay on the inside, not super dirty. The core support, it's good, straight. Needs a headlight. $1,000 repairs. We're looking at 1,400 out the door right now. 2,400. You're gonna sell it for 6, 3,500 bucks. And luckily here, there's no mangled metal, and that's what really matters. Part of the support is the headlight, so it goes across right here. So there was really nothing to be mangled there but the headlight itself, and so it's busted out. You just replace that headlight. Still at 1,700 out the door. $1,000 repair. Still looking at about $3,000 profit. Yeah, they're getting off the game right now. 1,200, you're looking at 2,000 out the door, 2,100 out the door, and then 3,100. 6, you're looking at $2,500 in profit. Chrysler 200 limits in. Whoo! Fender in the door. What the? Wow. It's only $5,000 there. So you're talking $1,000 for repairs. 1,800 out the door. Almost 2,000 out the door. And $1,000 for repairs. 3,000. You're not selling it for $55,000. There's only $1,000 left of meat on the bone. Nope. Not going to happen. Someone must be buying this for themselves or something. I wouldn't touch a Chrysler 200. Chrysler's always had way too many problems, even at 85,000 miles. Yeah, no. Easy repair damage. It says rear end damage. Easy repair. I think it's the tailgate that's busted up. Let's take a look here. Yeah, just replace that tailgate. The tub's going to be fine. Nowhere near what my XT was, the Crosstrek. So you're not going to have to actually replace the tub. It's just pull it out and repair it. So I mean, you're looking at $300 for the deck. You got to do a bumper cover. Probably another $300. So $600. We're going to toss in 1,000 just for comfort levels, and I think you're good to go. You got 2 side lights also, probably about $50 a piece. Yeah, so just for comfort, $1,000. So you need to. They're saying 14,000. You're going to sell this realistically, 11,000 maybe. Realistically, 11,000. So you slice your $1,000 off the top of that, so you're down to 10, and then you're already looking at current bid 3,100. So you're down to 7. So that's $7,000 in profit. What else? I'm betting this goes for 6 though. So down to 5. So you got $5,000 in profit on this one. That's if you get it for $5,000. So he's got it for $3,900 right now. $3,950. 4,000. There's a hard limit. Someone's gonna get bumped off. Probably Washington. No, Washington's still in the mix there. Idaho's still in the mix. Let's see if it's 4,500, 4,150, 42. See how granular the numbers are. The hard limits. 4,250, 43. Getting close to that 4,500 mark. 4,350. Idaho and Washington's just going at it. 4,400. Someone's getting ready to drop though. 4,450, 4,500. Let's see if Washington does it. Washington dropped. Oh, 4,550. Let's see if Idaho dropped. Nope. They're gonna go up to 5. I can see 5. I mean, realistically, like I said, you know, if you get it for 5, you're good. Anything under 5, you're talking $2,000 on top of that, so you're talking $7,000. $1,000 in repairs, $8,000, and you're gonna sell it for 11, maybe 12. I go for 12. It's $4,000, $3,750. But you do have to remember those auction cost fees. And I think once you hit 5,000, I think they jump up. $4,850. Oh, but you know what? Something happened right there that flipped. I'm gonna refresh. So I think that I might have some lag, or there's some lag somewhere, or there's something funky going on.
My new bidder.
Land Rover 2010 is way too old. So these right here, the HSEs, it's just, they had so many computer problems. It's just unreal. They do have Ford's 5-liter. And somebody said, oh, that's not the Ford 5-liter. I think most of the parts were borrowed from Ford. So that would make it a Ford 5-liter, 5.0. It went for a pretty low price though. Nissan Versa, pure cell. Way old. It's at $90 right now. Talking about $300 out the door because there's still fees that you can't escape. That's a lot of extra. Pass. Pacifica Touring. Now, see, I do like the newer Pacifica van. I don't like this. It's like, this is like the station wagon version of the Pacifica van, and it's very weird. $3,200 value. It's 190,000 miles. $90 sold. That F-150 Super Cab doesn't have the 4 doors. Really bad damage though. And the thing about these rails are really hard to repair, straighten, or anything. I mean, it takes a lot of extra effort. Rack time is probably 8 hours just in. Most of the time it's just to repair or replace the rail itself because they're just so damaged. 241,000 miles on that thing already. 2017. It's 8 years old. Wow. It's got the 5-liter in it. 5.0 Coyote. $9,000 value. It's not it is 4-wheel drive though. It's weird. Pretty low value for 2017. This right here I would never touch. I don't think that my skills would ever allow me to repair something like that. But never say never. Got 2313 Audi Q5 coming up. 180,000 miles on Audi. No pass. 2012 Sonata. Snazzy. 272,000 miles on one second. I just gotta look at it just for giggles. Washington Vehicle Certificate. That's a clean title. Holy crap. Wheels are good. Front end got a little pushed. Got the nice stereo in it. Wow. That's the SE 2012. SE doesn't run at all. Surprised there? Not really. Estimated retail value $130. Good for parts. Q5 going for $525. I guess, yeah. At that price, it'd be worth it. That was run and drive. Starting bid. I don't even know if this is gonna. Oh, Iraq's got it for $100. Oh, Washington. Wow. 175. And it's a biohazard. Q20. Seriously? Do they not know how many miles is on this car? It's got drugs in it. They're buying it for the drugs that's got in it. What? Doesn't even run. $300. This is going to the wrecking yard. Oh, I mean, like I said, it's worth parts. I mean, doors, skins, front, rear bumpers. Yeah, I mean, it's all there. I'm surprised. There's a reserve on that. Mazda 6 Touring. 130,000 miles on it. It's worth 11. Front wheel drive, yes, keys, runs and drives. Oh, nice looking car. Got a Honda Odyssey coming up, pretty heavily damaged. Current bid $2,750 for 2016, 10,000. Fender, 2 doors. Yeah, Fender, 2 doors, and a window. $1,000, maybe $1,500 on that one, because that slider door. So $1,500 on top of what you got, $5,000 out the door right now. So $6,500. You would sell this for probably 14, maybe 13. Still looking at 5 out the door. 3,500. See, it skipped again. That doesn't make a lot of sense. 2019 Dodge Caravan. We got a RAV4 coming up. 141,000 miles on it. On reserve at $3,700. Yeah, no. Ford Expedition, 219,000, so 1999. I kind of like these older ones. I think it was before they put the aluminum rear deck lid on it. They could just pull out. The funny thing is I think that they only had a 5-liter in it. Let me double check. 4.6 liter. So I didn't have the 5-liter in it. Runs good. Didn't have a lot of horsepower. So let's look this one up on Bumper real quick. It doesn't even give a price on it. Vehicle specs. Highway you got 15. City you got 11. Oh, 4.6 liter. Come on now. Let's go down the engine. So I had 240 horsepower, which is enough to tow something. Kind of not a lot for that big of a vehicle. And that's probably the reason why it doesn't get very good gas mileage. But they could still haul. You know, the 5 liters were great. I had a Explorer that had a 5-liter engine. It was awesome. Going for $90, $100. I must have a clean title on it. Oh yeah, it's got a rebuilt title on it. So that kind of makes it so I can't bid on them because it's got a title to it. $250. I mean, honestly, you're gonna sell it $2,000-$3,000 still, but out the door you're looking at still like $8. So there's a Toyota Sienna, 65,000 miles on it, 2014 on reserve, $3,500. I would do on that right there. Doesn't have what the value of it is. So let's go to Bumper. It's on the block right now, 3,800. Looking at 5,500 out the door. How does it just have an estimated retail? 3,950, 4,000, almost 6 out the door. Oh, come on, Bumper. So 16.4 is the mark. 16.4 minus 6 is 10. Does it need repairs? Does it run dry? Runs and drives. Its repairs. Oh, this is a clean title also. Oh, so that's like clear profit. So 16.5. So it's clear title. So you can actually get 16 out of it. Look at 7 out the door. So you're looking at $9,000. You're down to $9,000 in profit. 6,500. Still nothing. Honestly, I could see $6,000 being their top. Getting auction fees are going to be about $8,500, which is going to be half the value. So we got here. They might top out at 7. We got multiple Washingtons bidding here. I'm betting the dealerships top out, because only dealerships can bid on this one. So 7,500. We'll see who stop caps here at 7, because they're going to look for a huge return. Well, we got 2 Washingtons still bidding, at least. Someone went over their margin. Remember I said 7,500 is the second. It's hard on this one because it's a clear title though, so it could be $8,000, which is still half the value. Not a clean title. So what you want to do is you want to do about half the value. But the problem is you're not looking at out the door, so you're also talking. They're at $10,000 right now out the door, so that's only $6,000 in profit. 7,900, 8,000. Here's that mark. See what happens. Better. Well, they're looking at slim margins here. A lot to put out on a car with slim margins. And this is not buying it for personal because this is a dealer. 8,500. So you're talking 1,100, $5,000 in profit left. $9,000 5,000. They're going to trip that mark at 10,000, and that's going to be $3,000 in dealer fees. There's only going to be $3,000 left in profit, and you're putting $13,000 out there for a $3,000 profit. That doesn't even make sense. 9,500. Let's see if you drop down. Still going. They're going to hit that 10,000 mark. Be $3,000 in fees. There you go, $10,000. They're like a dog with a bone now. They just can't let it go. That's awesome. They're just like, oh, it's got a clean title. Although Siennas are actually more desirable, so this might be one of the Sienna effects. 10.7. They're gonna bid it until it has no profit left. 11,000. 11,100. Someone does not want to let go. Actually, neither one of them want to let go of this thing. It's still in reserve too. Holy crap! I can't believe they haven't hit the reserve on that yet. Oh my gosh. 16.4. 11.9. 12,000. Let's see. That's gonna be a hard one. That's gotta be a hard. Wow. 12.1. Holy crap. Wow.
Sold on approval.
12.1. Oh my gosh. 15,000. There's no meat left on the bone. Wow. $9,600 for the Silverado 2006 K2500. That's a lot.
Sold on approval.
There's a clean title though. $153,000.
New bidder.
2010 Dodge Ram 2500. It's 297,000 miles. It's got the Cummins engine and everything. Pure sale. $5,100. They're already at $7,000 out the door. Yeah, it's a diesel. It's a 6.7. Gasoline doesn't go up to that. Yeah, they're 7,500 now. Out the door. You're always going to calculate that extra out the door because it's real easy to forget the out the door. And it's just like, then you're like, where did my profit go? It's just like, you paid it out the door. You spent your profit. And then you look at all your repair bills and stuff like that. I've done that twice now. And I wound up breaking even. So I wind up driving the vehicles to get my value out of them. So that way, at least I get the value out of them and I get the meat off the bone. And I'll pick it clean.
New bidder.
Those Caravans up on block right now. Engine drives, 3.6 liter. 2014, I think that they fixed the head problems, so these don't have the same ones. They were all recalled back then, so after the 2016, I think that they fixed those. So, with that in mind, this is got a rebuild title. Of course, they don't show the VIN number. It's crap. Why can't I grab the VIN number? By the time I grab the VIN number and find out what it's worth and everything like that, this is not even cool. I'm looking at 5,100, 5,200 still for the Grand Cherokee. I mean, I'm thinking it's like a $1,600. Oh, the market value is only $6,400 on that. Oh, no way. They're already at market cap on that. Wow. Yeah, no. Sorry, guys, I have it open up on split screen. Sorry. Ford Explorer. Explorer. I hate that Explorer. 163,000 miles. Could have transmission issues. It's in that genre. It did after 2006. I believe that they had those under control pretty much. They knew what those were. $200 for that. It's a clean title, by the way. I could easily sell this for $5,000, $6,000 maybe. It's got the 4-liter 6 in it, $250. Clean title. It says secondary is mechanical, and so see that's probably transmission issues. $200. But they could be selling it for, or buying it for the parts. Lots of good parts on that. Chevy Cruze. 55,000 miles on it for 2016. Not bad. Let's take a look at that front end damage though. It looks pretty intense. Yeah, that thing's moved all the way over. I'm thinking frame rail damage. I'm not going to touch that. I would do secondary frame rails, but I'm not going to do primary frame rails in the front where the engine sits. There's just no way. Got that Sonata that has that same damage. The subframe, or the subframe was ripped from the rails and ruined the point where it actually mounts to the rails itself. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. They're saying 14,000 on that. Questionable. Still, a lot of damage. And see over here, that leads me to think that it's got frame rail damage. Ford Focus 2018, nice. $9,000 value. It's a 2-liter. It has keys, runs and drives. Little sail. It's got rear end damage. Minor rear end damage. I would do $3,000 out the door. $1,000 in repairs. $4,000. Give me a $5,000. $4,500 to $5,000. $4,500. Let's go $4,500 profit. So I said $3,000 out the door. So looking at $1,500, which is where it's at right now. Give or take. Nailed it. See, I'm kind of right on with most of this stuff. Some of it's a little bit off for me. Some of it I don't really deal in. This one's got really bad rear end suspension damage, plus the door. I don't think it's actually it is the quarter panel, but that quarter panel can actually be saved right there. But it could have pushed this frame inward. I don't see too much of the frame going inward right here because it's just pushed out just a little bit. So that just needs to pull out and then replace that door and then pull this out. I think that'll come out really interestingly easy. It got hit right there, went that way. Volkswagen Jetta, let's see here. Secondary damage, so primary damage is all over. Oh, went from the front all the way to the back. So really, you got to repair this quarter damage and just replace those doors and the fender. So you're talking $1,000 right off the bat for those, and then replace that or fix that quarter panel. And I just leave that. Good lights, everything like that. Any airbags deployed? I don't see any. No airbag lights. Good to go. 67,000 miles on it. Not bad. Just looking at 12. Let's take. How bad is this one damaged? Oof. Well, it's pretty much the same damage as what we were just looking at. This B pillar is going to have to be pulled out a little bit. 2 doors, $1,000. The quarter pound. Man, they're going full tilt right now. So another Grand Caravan, 9700. This one's the 2014 now. This is the one that did have the heads, but it was on a recall. So the heads could be repaired on the recall. Man, people are going fast. 2,400, 2,500. What if they're trying to fill a quota or something? I love this 4-liter in this Frontier at a 2010, and it was an amazing engine. It had really good pulling power. That's a 260, I think, horsepower. This V6 didn't get great gas mileage. I still got 19 miles a gallon. I don't get it. They need to get above this little curve. They can't say that they're fully optimized yet, and they just have no need to. It's almost like someone's paying them to make sure that their cars don't get better fuel mileage. Frontier. This is a bill of sale. $167,000. Yeah, $1,500 in repairs. You look at $5,000 out the door right now. $6,500. We're gonna sell it for 12, maybe 11. 11.5. Let's go 11.5. $6,500. We're gonna take $4,500 in profit. Unfortunately, that bumper cover is all one piece. It's not upper or lower. That hood's $500. That grille is busted, so that's another $100, $150 probably. I'm gonna call it base. $1,250 really. Nobody's bidding on it. Too many repairs. Wow. Bought them all at $1,400. Got 220,000 miles on it too. Wow. Good luck with that one. So it's $2,500 out the door, and you got at least $1,000 in repairs. So that's $3,500. Yeah, $5,800 on the bone right now. $2,000 in profit, and then I got shipping on top of it. It's $1,000. No way. Integra, 240,000 miles on it. Somebody will buy it though. They like sell it for like $2,000 though. It's a Cooper. Which one is this one? The country one. It's not with the splits, but 9,100 or 91,000 miles on it. That's a lot of miles for that car. Engine drives, overheats also, and they're like flying through them today. 2003 Honda Accord pass. $150, $175. Now, see, it's been like that, and it's like I don't want to let it go for so little. I'm like, man, if it's going for so little, I'll buy it. Don't get hooked on that. This Honda Civic EX got some damage to it. Hood, fender, maybe the door, bumper cover, grill, headlight, fog lights. That's $1,500 at least. And then you're looking at $3,000 out the door, so it's $4,500 right now. It's only rated at 10. Ooh, 2,000. I go 2,000. That's 3,000 out the door. Mazda CX-7, 245,000 miles. Yeah, that's $3,000 car. I think that's grossly underrated. It says $942 car, but it's a CX-7, and it is a clean title also. $90. Yep, let it go. Poor car. It's $114,000 for the Sonata, but it's a GLS. So bumper, bumper cover, headlight, $1,000 right there. Mirror, $1,800 out the door, so $2,800. You're not going to sell this for $7,900. I can tell you that right now. Might sell for $6,000 though. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the lower version. It doesn't have anything special on it. $2,000 out the door. Plus another $1,000 in repairs. $3,000. $6,000. You got $3,000 in the bone, so I mean, it's worth it. It's not a bad looking car. Decent condition. 2007 Toyota Tacoma. Access cab, so it's got the doors that flip backward. 371,000 miles. Yeah, these are my state. People out of state are buying these. Ones and drives. Got another Chevy Cruze coming up. It's 120,000 miles. But see, down where they're bidding, it's not too much about the value. It's about the quality and how it functions. So if it functions just as well as a 2016 or something like that, then they don't care. Here in 71,000 miles, I'm assuming that they probably have replaced the engine. This one definitely hit a pole or something. Clean title. It's gotta be a donation or something. Nice wheels, original wheels. Needs new paint. 560 SL. This is collector's, 34,000. All original. I don't know. It's really hard to clean these things up though. It's a big gamble right there. It says on reserve. Engine drive. Primary damage is mechanical. Yeah, so you're gonna have to pull that engine probably and work it from the inside out. It is a 560 though, so that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool collector's item. You have to redo the acrylic paint on it. And actually, that might be a waterborne paint. The higher end vehicles did do that. So, and I'm back. This is a pure cell on a convertible BMW 325 Ci. 2.5 liter 6. It's a straight 6, I believe. 325. Actually, that's not a bad deal. 172,000 miles on it. It has front end and second end. It has rear end and front end damage. Ouch. It's not bad at all. It's very interesting. Missing the iconic grills, but big deal. So get some aftermarkets on those. Maybe $300. Selling it, you're not going to sell it for much though. I mean, $450. They're at $1,000 out the door right now. Taking that down out the back is pretty easy. Got right there. And it looks like a headlight or a tail light. And Super Duty. It's a dually with the flatbed on it. It's kind of nice. It's not like you could put one in there and sub-sync it, which would be nice. Pull a gooseneck around. $2,000. Heck yeah. 2050. This bus, is this natural? No, it's diesel. Yes. There's a conversion for it. It's an extended bus too, which I'm sure has AC on it. 180,000 miles on it. Nothing for those diesel engines. Retail 58,000, Florida. It's on approval though, so it's not going to go for that. But it's hard to get rid of those things for much more than $10,000. So we'll see. I am pretty positive it's not 58,000 though. There's no way. Let's see if I can pull that thing up before it goes away. Oh shoot! Really? Why would they do that? You're at 1,200, 2,000 out the door, 2,100. Doesn't give me a value, of course. I mean, even if this, I mean, $3,000 roughly out the door, and I'm sure it runs and drives. It says minor dents, diesel. That'd be a fun little conversion. Take all those windows out, weld them up. I don't even think you would need to raise up the ceiling because those have a higher ceiling versus like a regular bus. I've seen people actually raise the ceilings on these for like the conversion van kind of like thing, but $2,100. Sold on approval. Ford Fusion. Okay, so is this gas? It's not a hybrid. $6,100. These are actually good cars. Hate to say it. So definitely needs a bumper cover. $1,000 repairs here. 6,900 or 6,100. I'm going to say it has an engine start program on it, so it's guaranteed to start, supposedly. Engine start doesn't technically mean that it's guaranteed. So 325 going to Mexico. Really high miles. Still bidding on it. Right now you're still at like 700-800 out the door. Huh. There's that lag again, I think. Ranger Super Cab is no longer much of a cab. It's mangled and twisted. It's unfortunate. 76,000 miles on it. There's a pure sell, so whoever gets it gets it. There is not a lot of good parts left on it. Maybe the engine. I wouldn't even expect that. Yeah, no. $200. That one's pretty busted up too. It's a 4Runner. 282,000 miles. Wow. I think it went down a hill or something. Model T coming up. Volkswagen Golf. Is that the wagon? Yeah. Volkswagen Golf wagon. Kind of love those. I had a Passat wagon. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Drove so smooth. Rear sales 3,200. You're at 14 now. Engine damage. Dang it. This is bill of sale. Oh, it's diesel. Wow. TDI. Interesting. Fairly low miles. Use the front wheel drive. No keys. So it doesn't say if it runs or drives, but it's 67,000. Come on now. 67,000 miles. No keys. It's diesel. That's definitely worth repairing. Current bid's at 3,700. So 5,000 out the door from the 14. You're gonna go 13,000. Probably sell 5,000 and 13. Got 8. And let's look at $3,000 in engine repairs. $5,000 in the bone. Yeah, that's worth doing. See if it's a, yeah. So 5,000 to 7,500. Now you're into only $3,000 in the bone. If it's $3,000 in engine repairs. If it's not $3,000 in engine repairs, then you've got the $5,000 still. Because 725. Oh, that's a Lincoln. Black one. Wow. What? It's got keys. It says enhanced vehicle. I wonder if the engine doesn't run. Nice car. It says mechanical on the front end. There's a split bed, so it opens sideways. Man, I would take that just for me. 5.4 liter. This is Ford's version of the Escalade. It's only rear-wheel drive though. That sucks. 875 gone. Nissan Rogue, 77,000 miles. Not bad. No keys. Totally buy that in a heartbeat. 4,700 already. Wow. Oh, the country of Georgia. Pure sell. 15,000, 4,800, 5,000, 7,000 out the door. No, they want too much. Look at 7,500 out the door. And you can sell it for 12. I don't see the damage though. Here's the SV. Biohazard is primary damage. The reason why I didn't click off on this one. So this is Lincoln's version of the Ford Edge. It's just the NKX. I like it. It's an enhanced vehicle, 3.7 liter. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that engine. Surprisingly enough. Oh yeah, I am. That's a turbo. Or actually, no. I think that one can be the NA version. No keys. It says keys though, so it says no keys detected, but it says it has the keys there. There's something funky with that. I mean, I wouldn't bid more than $1,000 out the door. 205,000. That's in really good shape. Such a bummer. The whole rails, firewall, everything are just crushed right there. And the suspension's a secondary. Wow. Silverado K5 1500, 95,000 miles, 4-wheel drive, no keys, which means it's enhanced and pure cell. 95,000 miles. I would take a risk. $50 to Avalon. Probably runs quite well. And just start 239,000 miles. Another Toyota Camry, 205,000. 9,000 miles or $9,000 value. It's interesting. It is the 2.5 liter. It's pretty devastated. All those bags. And something about the battery. 1,100, 1,150, 2,000 out the door. It does have the sport seats though. Red sport seats. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Outback 2.5 liter. 173,000 miles on it. 9,000 value. Engine start program. 450. Bad suspension damage. I have found nothing I'm really interested in. The Nero EX pure cell. See, 74,000 miles on it. Engine start program. Seats are blown. Compass latitude. Another Crosstrek coming up. 17,000 miles on it. Wow. Some carnage there. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Honestly, that's fixable. You're talking about $4,000 in repairs. So there's 5,000 already on the, or 5,500 already out the door. Another 4,000, 9,500. Car's worth 26, it says. That could be right though. I mean, yeah, 28,000 is market value from bumper. It's a bummer for that Power Wagon. That really sucks. It's just trashed. So we said 9,000. It's at 9,000 now. $4,000 in repairs in the front end. Instant start program. You'd sell it for maybe 24. So 9,000. But honestly, let's say that actually sells for realistically 10 out the door, $4,000. Sell it for 24. That's still $10,000. Nobody's going to pay much more than that for that car. So out the door, they're looking at $7,500. Let's say $8,000 is the max bid that they're going to have on that Subaru Crosstrek. Given its mileage and age, They're going to bid $8,000 because it's going to be a third of its value. And that is what, 24? 8,000 times 3 is 24. And then I said they were going to bid max 10,000 out the door. Man, they're really putting it out there on this truck. I mean, granted, this truck is actually significantly worth it because it is a power wagon. It's a 2500. It's 2021, 90,000 miles. 4500 is a 6.4 liter, but it has no keys. And it is also a pure cell. So what you get is what you get. You don't have to negotiate. Nice. So let's see. I said out the door, $10,000, $8,000 the high bid. Let's see what happens here. And then when you think about the bags, $5,000 repairs. It's got eyesight. If they get it for that price, under 5, pretty good. Especially since my high was 8, which is a significant. Even at that, it's a significant profit. $35.50. We're also getting less and less buyers as this auction goes on. So, where people are already out. Someone's trying to snipe at the very last second. Sniping doesn't work with this type of auction. 4,800. Wow. Yeah. Pass. The power wagon burned to the ground. How much is left? Nissan Altima. 35,000, 5,900 value. Yeah. Let's look through the rest of these. There's only 30 left. There's a Subaru Outback. Kind of interested in. There's a Forester. Kind of interested in. Both E's though. They're both enhanced. Actually, look at this. A8. Kind of interested in that one. You don't see a lot of A8s. Another Accord. Silverado. 650 on the Ultima still? Wow. There's a C-Max with only 58,000 miles on it. Interesting. Chevy Equinox, 24,000 miles, 2023. Pure cell, E. Where are all these E's? You have a lot of E's, but nobody's selling them. Grand Cherokee.
Approaching minimum bid.
Ow. Man. Ouch, that one hurts. Well, that's interesting.
Your watch item is next on the block.
Okay, so there's no bumper damage here. What above the bumper? Let's find out. There's an airbag blown. It's $300 for that airbag. The 2019. Side air curtains are blown, so those are 150 a piece. Seats aren't. I don't see that seats blown. That should have been an engine. Should have shown me the engine right there. I'm going to assume that needs a radiator and condenser. Needs a hood. Needs $500. $1,500 in repairs. Let's look at this. Definitely needs a fender. Can't tell about the windshield. They're at $4,300 out the door right now. For 2019. Feels. It says enhanced vehicle. I wonder why it says enhanced though. Missing a battery or something? It has keys. It's an ignition key too. It's not a push to start. Interesting. It says premium on it. Why would it not be a push to start with premium? Still worth it.
Your watch item is next on the block.
That Toyota has definitely seen some better days. Got to cut off the entire cap just to put a new one on it. Doors. Wow. There is nothing left of this car. $400 engine. Subaru Forester. Let's see what this is. 19,000, 65,000. Ouch. Doors. Fender. Front end rails are gone. But for the right price, I mean, you're talking $8,000 probably in repairs. You know, you're looking at $2,000 out the door right now, so you got 10. I'm gonna sell for maybe 7. Still $7,000 on the bone. It's unfortunate.
Your watch item is next on the block.
I don't think I have anything after that. Do you like that Tahoe? Oh, the C-Max. This A8 Quattro. Only $14.95, but it's so worth it. It's a 4.2 liter. That's a rebuilt title, so I can't even buy it, even if I wanted to. How unfortunate. Oh, it's just another Toyota that's seen better days. Holy crap, did they all take them to the same Super Rally or what? Let Bigfoot stomp on it? I mean, this one's not bad. 111,000 miles on it. Undercarriage damage. Rear end. Little cell V8, 5.7 liter. It's got the Hemi in it. 4x4 gas. Engine start program. Oof! Yeah, just pitch that bed. Get another one for $1,000. Suspension. I just buy new suspension. Frame rails just straight in the front, cutting straight in the frame rail. Put a new one on. 4,000 in damage. 23,000 current bid. So I got 4,000 and you're at 2,200 now. That's out the doors 4,000. So you got $8,000 off of 2,300, but you're also going to take $2,000 off for, so you got 10,000 off of that. So you're still sitting at 13,000 in profit. It shows it running. So it says engine start program, but the reality is it does show it running in the photos. So therefore, yeah, it should be a good one. Just going to do a watch on this one. I kind of feel like I'm stringing things out a little bit today, but the reality is, oh, it's up on right now. So let's see what this one goes for. Remember I said 13,000, I said 4,000, 4,000. That was because it was at there. We're at 5,000 now. Plus 4,000 repairs, it's $9,000 minus 2. Oh wow, that went for a really cheap price. Let's see, how many do we have left? We got 16. Oh, the premium. I was gonna say it looked like a sport. Yeah, that's NMVTIS pass. I mean, the engine's still good on this one, so I mean it's worth that. I mean, if you get for $400 or $500, so that this is a good parts car. It really is.
Your watch item is next on the block.
Thank you. 2012 BMW. I honestly, I thought that was a Honda, so I just glanced over it. So 3 liters, so it's a 6-cylinder, pure cell, enhanced vehicle. That got into the engine. Wow, laid that whole thing back. Ouch. Still good for parts. A lot of good parts on that thing. I would buy it $600-700. You have to go with $1,200. Sell off all the parts. You could get easily $4,000, $5,000 out of that vehicle, and then just sell the whole. Okay, this is what I was looking at as the C-Max. Super amount of suspension damage. Not sure what happened to it. They're already at 2,600 on this. That sucks. So these get almost 50 miles to the gallon. I think they're 42 actually. But this is the Premium Select. I don't know if it's a plug-in. It definitely says undercarriage. It probably gets close to 50 miles to the gallon. 2,750, 2,800 for Ukraine. It says 15,000 for retail value. My brother just got rid of a 2013 and sold it straight to a dealership and got $6,000 for it. And I think he paid like $3,000 for it from a different dealership. So yeah, sold and approved. Nice. That was all I was looking for. So I'm done for the day. See you guys.